Most countries want to make their nation great again. But what does this mean for the world as geopolitical dynamics shift under Donald Trump's second term in office? What can the world and the people within it expect as these changes unfold? January 20th, 2025, Donald Trump takes the oath of office for a second time. His message, America First again. But this time it's not just a slogan, it's a concrete reality.
The journey to reclaim our republic has not been an easy one, that I can tell you. Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life. Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again.
Upon returning to the White House, President Trump wasted no time. His administration has launched one of the most aggressive deportation campaigns in U.S. history, shaking up global immigration policies. This isn't just an American issue, it's part of a larger, global shift to the right. But what does this mean for the rest of the world? Within weeks of taking office, Trump expanded ICE operations, intensifying the crackdown on millions of undocumented immigrants. His policies include mass deportations. ICE raids are ramping up across U.S. cities. Sanctuary cities crack down. Federal funding is cut for cities protecting undocumented migrants. Border wall completion. Additional miles are being built along the southern border. Visa asylum restrictions. There are stricter screening processes and fewer work visas granted. Trump's strategy of deportation equals job recovery for American workers, but this neglects the dynamic nature of the job market, as per some economists. According to the American Immigration Council's 2024 report, mass deportation would reduce U.S. GDP by 4.2% to 6.8%. Additionally, deportations could have a significant impact on U.S. tax revenues, with undocumented immigrant households contributing $46.80 billion in federal taxes, $29.30 billion in state and local taxes, $22.60 billion to Social Security, $5.70 billion to Medicare. U.S. birth rates are declining, and experts from the World Bank suggest that immigration is key to addressing labor shortages and sustaining economic growth amidst an aging population. Recent data shows these countries as the top origins of undocumented immigrants: Mexico 4 million, India 725,000, El Salvador 675,000, China 375,000, Guatemala 525,000, Honduras 525,000. Experts suggest industries most affected include agriculture, construction, and hospitality. How do Americans feel about Trump's deportation policies? A new Pew Research survey shows that around half, 47%, believe the administration is doing about the right amount regarding deportations. However, 44% believe it's too much and 8% say it's too little. What's the impact on other nations? Protests in Mexico mark the beginning. Indian nationals are repatriated from the US. Honduran migrants are also returning on a deportation flight, while Brazil has received immigrants as well. Trump's America First rhetoric and transactional diplomacy may change United States-EU relations, pushing the EU to take on more responsibility for its defense. Trump isn't isolated. Right-wing nationalism is rising across the globe. Leaders like Hungary's Viktor Orban, France's Marine Le Pen, the Netherlands' Geert Wilders, Italy's Matteo Salvini, and Austria's Herbert Kickl have all praised Trump's return to power, vowing to reclaim Europe. With borders closing, trade restrictions growing, and nations focusing inward, globalization is gradually being replaced by deglobalization. What's the left's response to Trump 2.0 and figures like Elon Musk? Trump's second term has elevated a new elite defined by loyalty to him rather than opposition to elitism. His Project 2025 aims to reshape the federal government by replacing moderate elites with staunch MAGA supporters. This shift is reordering U.S. governance in a way that will impact the country far beyond Trump's presidency. Is this change temporary or the start of a new era? The world is in flux, torn between dominance and adaptability. Will nations prioritize sovereignty or embrace neo-imperialism? Only time will tell, but the question remains, where do we go from here? Bureau Report, NewsX.